back, man. Bye.
What's up, y'all? It's Billy Warren, the Cajun boy from SocialGoats Talk Radio. And today we have the best wrestler in the city, the best wrestler in the world, Big Daddy Yum Yum.
I'm here, Shreveport. We're here with the SocialGoats. What up, my man?
Boom!
Y'all ready to do this interview?
Let's get it out, man.
We're going to see y'all right back.
All right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to SocialGoats Live. This is your girl, Danny, with the I, not with the Y. And I have my team with me here, along with the special guest of Big Daddy Yum Yum.
265 gallons of pure milk chocolate. I'm going to pour it all over the SocialGoats. Whoa. You too, you get some chocolate too.
So we're going to introduce the team right now, then we're going to jump right into the interview. So who we got here today?
What's up, y'all? It's Billy Roy, the Cajun boy.
It's Terry, your girl Terry Pugh.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Isis to all the goats. Let's get it in.
Hey, and of course, again, we have Big Daddy Yum Yum. So how you feeling today?
I feel great. I'm happy to be here. I've seen some of your things on social media, and so I'm happy to be in the place and get to know y'all. And I met y'all earlier in the week at the wrestling school that I own.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I appreciate y'all. Y'all came to my
That
house.
was so
I'm glad to come to
fun.
y'all's.
That was so fun.
So what have you been working on lately, Big Daddy Yum Yum?
I mean, I'm always working on something. I've got wrestling shows that I put on myself. I own a wrestling company called Main Event Pro Wrestling. It's right here in Shreveport, Louisiana. So I'm always looking to do shows with that. Almost every month I've got a show somewhere in East Texas, South Arkansas, or Louisiana for Main Event Pro Wrestling. I also own a wrestling school. It's in Shreve City. So every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. we're doing wrestling training. You got to get in the ring at the school. You got to jump off the top rope.
I'm still feeling it for y'all.
And so I also freelance wrestle for other wrestling companies. There's a dude like me in almost every city doing wrestling, and so they bring me in to wrestle for them. And I go wrestle, sell some t-shirts, sell some photos, and make a little bit of money. Come on.
All right, we see you got this big bruise over here.
No, it's not a bruise. That's a gash. Well, I had a wrestling show this weekend, and I was wrestling this guy named Bryson Scott and another guy named Juicy Cherry Ramon. Juicy Cherry Ramon. Very interesting. He's a Hispanic guy. He's like got the Latin lover thing going on. He dances, and he's got the little beard and the long hair. But the unique thing about Juicy is Juicy has a big butt. Like I'm telling you, like he got like a woman butt. Like he'll put y'all to shame. I'm telling you. And so he gets out there and he does his little stuff, you know. And so the women go crazy. They throw dollars at him. It's pretty funny.
I got a question.
What's up?
Wait a minute. Where did Big Daddy Yum Yum come? Like, where did this name come from?
Well,
Where is it?
I mean, Big Daddy Yum Yum means a lot of things.
Oh, God.
Some of those things we can't talk about. I was actually born with the name Big Daddy Yum Yum. My mother is 5'11". She's a very tall woman, but she's very slender. And she met my dad. He had an orange Mustang with a white stripe down it. She fell in love with him. And 9 months later, she had me in her belly. So she didn't realize she was going to get a 9-pounder with her. So yeah, 9 pounds.
Big Daddy Yum Yum.
The doctor didn't think she was going to be able to deliver naturally, but she was induced into labor. She's huffing and puffing. Eventually, I ripped her from the rooter to the tutor. Eventually, she had a lot of work to put out to get me out. But anyway, she's in the stirrups. The doctor's like, "Come on, Mama Wilcott, you gotta push, you gotta push." My daddy grabs her hand and says, "Baby, just push me out one time for me, just one hard." She's been pushing for 5 hours. She's dead tired. She's like, "Baby, I can't do it. I can't do it. Now you just gotta get him out. Just push one time." So she held his hand. She looked him in his eyes, and she pushed so hard. She pushed so hard and so fast the doctor wasn't ready. So I shot out, almost hit the floor. The doctor grabbed me by the ankles like Achilles, pulled me up, laid me in her lap, and said, "Woo, that is a Big Daddy." My mama looked at me, looked me in my eyes. She said, "Yeah, he big, but he sure is yummy." My daddy named me Big Daddy Yum Yum at that moment. So that's how I got
What a beautiful story.
Yeah, you know, black love, baby. Yeah, she was in the hospital for a couple of days under lights.
That recovery was a mug.
Yeah. Hey, nobody loves you like your mama. You know,
that's true.
nobody will slap you like your mama too.
So, Big Daddy, you've been wrestling for a couple of years now. Who has been like your toughest opponent?
My toughest opponent. Man, I faced a lot of people. I faced Scott Murdoch. Let's see, I faced Jackson Stone. I once fought Sheamus.
Oh, nice.
Once fought Ryback. My toughest opponent, I don't know. My toughest opponent, I would say my toughest opponent had to be a guy named Ryan Genesis. Ryan Genesis was a guy from Waco, Texas. Good guy, real good in the ring. We were just a natural. He always pushed me to my limits.
Who did you admire most growing up in the wrestling industry?
I loved the Von Erichs. I loved Kevin Von Erich. I loved Junkyard Dog. Loved Junkyard Dog.
That's
was a
old
man.
school right there.
Junkyard Dog was a man. And then
I
later I
like.
like.
Cut you off, Daddy Young.
What's up?
But y'all hear something knocking? Or
What?
Oh, what's that?
What?
All that?
Is he a wrestler?
The best.
He's the best. What?
He said he's the best.
He says he's the
He
best.
was gonna give you the
I want
look.
to meet him. Oh, he gonna give me.
Yeah, he said
Yo,
Oh.
Jackson Fox. Look at the ladies. The ladies screaming for me. Yeah. You see, how they gonna invite a man over here to the house where Jackson Fox built? You know what I'm saying? I'm in this place. This is supposed to be about me today. You know who the best. You know it. You see that belt? See these guns, young woman? You wanna touch your abs? You wanna touch your abs, young woman? We'll wait.
That's a jacket right there.
Whoa. We gonna break real quick.
I'm the champ, right?
Take a break. Watch yourself. You better watch yourself. I got 55 gallons of chocolate. I'm gonna pour on you, boy.
What?
Yeah.
Come
Oh, come here and disrespect me. Champ.
You better calm it down.
I got some whoop ass ready for him. ISIS is coming. After the break, I'm gonna whoop his ass.
I bet you won't.
I bet you.
Everybody calm. Everybody great.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got them apart. I was scared for my life.
Are they safe? Is that a good
Get out my face, punk.
We should probably change
I thought we settled that. I thought we was cool.
They go.
That's cool because
Y'all
Jack
okay,
don't have no
Kevin?
friend.
Y'all
be civil.
We good. I'm gonna be civil with him.
It's all about this. This is my only friend right here.
But
Alright,
hold
champ.
on, Jackson, just chill out. Hold on.
So we saw you in the ring and you weren't champion like you were.
Do we got?
Hey man, I might go ahead and give it to you, man. I hope you're ready for it, punk. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm the man. You see, I got my people with me.
Let me just let you know you are talking to the smashing machine, Scott Murdoch. And you see, I don't want your title. I want your win.
You see that? You see that? He's disrespecting me, man. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'ma show him. I've been disrespected about 3 or 4 times out here, but I'm not playing it. I'm gonna show everybody. Jackson Fox. You seen that? I could've got a little bit higher, I didn't know.
I'll try to see what kind of air you had on it. You have much air on it, man.
I can get some, I'll get back up there.
You're just struggling a little bit.
You have footage of you in the ring last week?
I ain't got no footage of me in the
I
ring.
think we got some footage.
No footage of me.
Roll that beautiful bean.
Yum.
What up, Chief?
We gotta change that name, man. I don't like it.
You don't like my name?
I don't like that name.
Man, that name is
Because
awesome.
it sucks. It's like the worst name. You look in the dictionary, when you go to the Wise, it says you suck.
All right. Well, what do you think my name should be? What do you have better?
Second to me. That's what your name should be.
Second to me.
Second to me.
Ego.
Yeah.
You better get ready.
So,
Because I stay ready.
Isis, can you think of
We'll
another
see,
name?
sucker. We'll see. He ready for this.
So Big Daddy Young,
What's going on, Cajun boy?
if you could fight anybody currently in the business today, who would you want to wrestle?
Oh my goodness, if I had to wrestle anybody, I want to wrestle The Rock. Rock is my favorite wrestler of all time.
Why so?
He's my favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah, but he's
I mean,
old.
He's not old.
Listen, The Rock don't get old.
The Rock is the
Rock don't get old. Rock's a forever, millions of years. He's
We
forever.
got Dwayne Rock
But
fans in here.
The Rock is just like he's got the look, he's got the athleticism, he's got the gift of gab. Me versus The Rock would be a great match for anybody.
So not Stone
Everybody would
Cold?
love it. Huh?
Not Stone Cold?
No, I was never really a Stone Cold fan, honestly.
I like The Rock.
Like when I first started, when I was a kid, I used to like the Von Erichs, I used to like Kevin Von Erich, I used to like
Ric Flair?
I didn't like Ric Flair. I like Kerry Von Erich, Kevin Von Erich. I like Ricky's Dragon Steamboat, Sting, and then Hulk Hogan. And so as I got into wrestling, I just love The Rock. Like Rock, Booker T, Kevin Nash. Those are my favorite wrestlers.
So what I'm hearing is you're a good guy. You're not a fan of the heels. You don't like the bad guys.
I mean, when I was younger, I didn't like the bad guys. As I got into it, like Triple H, you gotta love Triple H.
Number one
you know?
heel
He's
ever.
the best. You gotta love Triple H. He's the best heel. But I like the bad guys sometimes if they're good. If they're a good bad guy, if they're good at their job. You good at your job, you definitely a bad guy. No, I never really liked Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I mean, I appreciate him.
The Undertaker?
Undertaker's cool. I actually met the Undertaker once.
Oh,
Yeah.
you touched
I was
Mortal's hands.
I was in. No, we didn't touch anything. I was in the bathroom and I was using the restroom.
Really?
I was at the urinal, and so in the stall next to me, the stall walks in, and this dude goes in the stall and he starts using the restroom, and I look over, and it's Undertaker, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and I was like,
awkward moment in the
yeah.
bathroom.
And I was like, "What you looking at, player?" And he was like, "Good job, kid."
So
Big
you're
Daddy.
talking about
You go to the young
He got yummy unpacking. He packed. I was impressed.
Oh, Terry, take the wheel. So how long have you been wrestling?
I've been wrestling since 2004. I started wrestling in college. I was at.
Just said pineapples.
He's got the label.
I went to Louisiana Tech. I studied aviation management. I was getting my bachelor's degree there. And my last year of school, my little brother called me. He was like, "Byron, you'll never believe who's on television. They got a wrestling school in Shreveport." And so I went to the school. It was Dr. Death Steve Williams. He ran, and he ran a wrestling school. It was in Bossier actually. And so on Monday and Wednesday, I would drive from Louisiana Tech to go to school in the day, and then I would come to Bossier and do wrestling training. Did that for like 7 months. Graduated, got a job at Lafayette Regional Airport. Worked there for 4 years. While I was working there, I got an opportunity to do a wrestling reality show on the Learning Channel. It was called The Bussy Bunch. Did a wrestling, yeah. It was like basically it was about this family who owned a wrestling company. You had a dad and you had a mom. They had a blended family, and all the wrestlers that met up at their house and hung out with them when the wrestling show wasn't going on. So I was one of the wrestlers on there. Got a little bit of publicity from that. I resigned from my job at the airport, and then I went and lived in Germany, and I wrestled in Germany, England, France. Came back here, wrestled in the States for another year, and then I got signed by WWE. I wrestled for WWE for 2 years, from 2008 to 2010, and then I ended up getting hurt.
Wow.
And so what happened?
I said, wow.
Oh, you said wow. So you should have said what happened.
Well, what happened?
What happened was, but just over time, wrestling is very damaging on your body. And I used to do wrestling moves that weren't conducive to my stature. So I do German suplexes, and I'd bridge, I'd land on my head and bridge. And basically, over time, I created a hernia on my neck. I got a hernia on the disc in my neck. Yeah, it can happen to you too.
Hey,
It could happen.
I'm gonna tell you what really happened.
What happened? Come on.
Along the time this young buck came, you know who the champ was at the time? No other than Jackson Fox.
Jackson Fox.
I had this young pup fired. He couldn't cut it.
Shut up, Jackson. Shut up.
He couldn't cut it. He couldn't cut it, man.
He didn't cut the mustard Jackson. Fuck.
I'm about to take them loafers off and beat you with them, kid.
No, we said we're gonna remain civil.
Over there looking like a broke man's Tay Diggs.
Hey, like I said, man, he sucked.
You better go back to Empire.
So that's why he got a
Power's
new
over
name.
tonight.
He's
Go back
second to
Empire.
me. He's second to the champ. You see, he got the Intercontinental title. This is the man, right? I got the world
First off,
title.
this is a tag team title.
You
Tag
see,
team,
they
really.
done changed since I've been in the
Tag
game. Now, youngster,
So anyway, as I was
since you've been
saying,
out the game, and everybody knows that you suck now, what's it gonna take to get you back in the ring?
well, listen, I just had a show in Marshall, Texas at the East Texas Taco Fest. Big Daddy Yum Yum was the talk of the town. You weren't there. All the good wrestlers were there. Why weren't you at the East Texas Taco Fest and the wrestling show?
Because I make my appearances when I want to.
I know, but this is an appearance you should have made.
I didn't need to make it.
They weren't paying
Do you like margaritas?
No,
Oh,
Well,
well.
I drink the hard
Well, that's
stuff.
that.
well,
Well,
like
that's
margaritas.
that. He just killed my segue.
I like crime.
Well, listen.
It's a rock.
The next show I'm having is on September 1st. It's going to be at the Red River Margarita Pour-Off. We're going to have margaritas. We're going to have some fun jumps. We're going to have some tacos. We're going to have some food. But most importantly,
Yeah.
we're going to have Big Daddy Yum Yum.
Ooh.
Me and my partner are going to be there defending our tag team titles. So why don't you get a partner you're choosing,
A chunk.
and you come on over to the Red River Margarita Pour-Off
Listen to
on
me.
September 1st,
Calling you
12 o'clock
That
to 6
He's laying
o'clock.
out a challenge.
sounds
Do you-
like
do
a
y'all wanna
challenge.
see it?
You
Y'all
bring your
see-
perm or this chia pet on top of your head.
Oh,
Bring your partner and
that's
come to the
cheap.
pour-off.
So you've been
What's
told.
the price
You
of
have
the
been
tickets?
told.
How much
Y'all want to see this? Y'all want to see this match?
Yeah.
Y'all want to see it happen?
Yeah.
Jackson Fox,
Hold
Yes.
on, hold on.
second
Jackson.
to me.
Wait a minute, Jackson. Yum Yum's gonna tell us how we gonna get tickets before
Yeah,
we
how
bring
can we
you
get
up
tickets?
here.
All right, to
That's
get
what
tickets,
y'all
you can go onto the Red River Pour-Off on Facebook. You can buy tickets from there on their Eventbrite page. The ticket prices, there's a range of ticket prices depending on what it is that you want. If you want VIP tickets to the wrestling show, if you just want to eat tacos, if you want to drink, they've got VIP tickets for the margaritas. You get to taste all the margaritas that are there. If you get the VIP pass, you get to skip the line and get in the front and get all the margaritas you want. So there's just a lot going on. Margaritas, food trucks, tacos. We're gonna have some fun jumps for the kids. We're gonna have some water, those water fun jumps for the kids so they can kind of cool off. We're also gonna have a couple bands playing, and we're gonna have main event pro wrestling with Big Daddy Yum Yum
Jackson Fox.
and Jackson
Jackson
Fox.
Fox is gonna make the.
Now you see, he called me out. I don't know if he's gonna make it
I
out the
didn't call
tag
you
team
out.
match.
I
He's
just-
not gonna make it
I
out the
just
tag
gave
team
you
match.
opportunity.
He's
I
talking
give
about the
opportunity.
hair. See, you see what this is what it is about the black culture. See, they don't accept people with good hair.
Yeah.
Good hair. Look at my hair and look at his hair. Whose hair do you think is real here? You don't answer that. But you already know. This is what champs do. See, he's in a minor league. I'm in the major league. So I'm asking people that want to see Jackson Fox at this event.
Hey, at the end of this, it's gonna be a poll.
Y'all
up.
comment. Let us know.
Comment, share the video, see what's happening. Do y'all want to see Jackson Fox live, or either see
You
him
wanna see
talk shit,
You want to see it?
or just let him talk
Want to see
shit?
it, Cajun
Oh
Boy?
hell yeah!
I will not be there because they want to see it. I'm not going.
Oh, we're gonna make you go. We're gonna make you go.
What you gonna? How you gonna make me go,
I'm
Plum?
gonna bring you.
You gonna bring me?
I got something.
You get me there, I will defend this
I
title.
might steal your title.
Oh.
I might steal your title. You might make something.
A lot of people try. Okay.
Okay.
A lot of people try.
So you got your loafers on. Let's see
I
the
got it.
loafers. Put them loafers up there.
$20,000 loafers,
Man,
black bottoms.
those are nice.
Black bottoms.
Black
Black
bottoms.
bottoms. You got black
Black
bottoms.
bottoms.
Hey, they talking about these red bottles over here in the States. They don't know about the black
They
bottles.
don't know nothing about the Onyx.
I went to Wakanda.
And got
I
the
come
Onyx.
back. You see what I got going on, and they talking about the black
The
bottles.
Onyx.
Black bottles.
Yes.
They talking about red. We talking about black over here. This is what champions do.
That would be hepatitis.
Woo!
So, Big Daddy Yum Yum, I
Yes,
have
sir.
a question. How does it feel you living out your passion as far as employment and to be doing something that you're passionate about?
It's awesome to be doing something that you get paid, travel the world to see something, do something that you enjoy. When I went to Germany, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they're literally putting me on a plane and coming over here. I'd do it for free.
I
But,
remember that.
you know how it is over there. Don't you?
Yeah, I was there.
But I
Plenty
enjoy
of time.
it. I get to do a lot of stuff in the community. I do a anti-bully campaign where I go to the schools. I talk to kids about 3 types of bullying. how to avoid being a bully, what to do if you're bullied, not to be a bystander bullying. When I first got into wrestling, my best friend, his name is Demetrius Willis. He is a dietitian, and he used to always be doing these dietitian clinics at churches here in town, telling people about diabetes, how they can eat right and things like that. And he was like, what are you going to do with your wrestling to help the community? I was like, DJ, I don't think you get wrestling. You just go to the towns, you beat people up, and you go to the next town. And he was like, no, but there's got to be more. I was like, there's no more you can do there. You just wrestle, you make some money, and you go. But once I opened my own company, and I'm tired. So I didn't know what he was doing. I thought he was blowing in my ear. So I was going to these different schools promoting my wrestling show, and one of the principals asked me to talk to the kids about, staying in school. And so I did that, and he's like, you got a good rapport. You should, speak to kids for a living, come in and talk to the kids about something. And so my mom, she's a mental health professional. I looked at some of her little pamphlets, and I came with the idea about having a bully campaign, an anti-bully campaign. And so that's kind of how it all came up from my friend DJ, the idea that, hey, you can't just go do your job, make money, and go home. You got to give a little bit something back, find some way that you can connect with people, make their lives better.
So are you doing it here in Shreveport?
Yeah, I do. I actually did a show at Huntington High School in September, and we did an anti-bully campaign at Turner. We did one at Keithville. We did one at Walnut Hill as well. And I'm missing, there's two other ones. Summer Grove?
Summer Grove.
Summer Grove. We did one at Summer Grove,
Okay.
and we did another one in that area as well.
So how can the Social Goats get a part of your anti-bully campaign to spread the word?
Well, listen, at the next show that I do in Shreveport, well, we're not gonna do the anti-bully campaign for the Red River Pour-Out, but we are gonna do it next time I come back to Huntington, which will probably be at the end of September, beginning of October. It's okay, I like this. Fine. So it'll be probably somewhere in September, October. So I'll definitely let y'all know when we're doing the anti-bully campaign, what schools we're doing it at. You can find me on Facebook at Big Daddy Yum Yum. There's two Big Daddy Yum Yums on Facebook. One sells sausages and one is a wrestler. So you'll see me. I'm the chocolate one. What? I'm the chocolate one on there. Yeah, the other one's like this white dude from New York who sells sausages.
Okay.
But I'm sure they're delicious.
So Big Daddy Yum Yum, I got to live out a dream and get into a wrestling ring.
That was a lot of fun.
Tell us more about some of the basic things you taught us, because we got to run the ropes and do all that.
So as you can see, we're here training with these guys. It's really tough, man. What you see on TV, it may look easy, but when you actually here applying yourself and doing it, it's not. It's very tough, man. You have a little bit of ability, and you actually have to concentrate and do what they tell you because you can't hurt yourself.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I got the Hulkamaniacs out there. No.
Basically, we just kind of kept it easy. We did some rolls. We did the front rolls, the back rolls. Also showed y'all how the proper way to run the rope so you don't fall through it, hit your head. Right. Terry got in there and did some flips. Yeah.
It's so physically demanding. Especially when you're not used to having to do all that work.
And you get a little sweat going, you know. And we did body slams also. We picked everybody up, did a body slam.
That was dope.
I body slammed Danielle.
Getting slammed.
I like that one. You better watch yourself. So we also got on the top rope. We got the pads out, got on the top ropes. Y'all got to jump off, do elbow drops, do splashes on the dummies that were there. So that's a lot of fun. It was hard. But a lot of fun. We had a good time. You got to come next time. We actually have a wrestler named Isis. Her name's Raina. She pronounces Isis, but spelled the same. And she's from Mexico. She wrestles here for us.
I'm gonna send her out. You gotta feel for me.
You gonna send her away?
You gotta feel for me.
You in the National Guard?
No.
Oh.
Just in the thing called life.
Oh,
Sometimes you have to have somebody handle your lightweight in your name.
I thought you was out there weekend warrior, you know. I was in the Army National Guard.
Really?
Yeah, I served 8 years.
Wow.
6 years service, 2 years on the list. I was like, don't call me back.
Don't call me.
Don't call me on that list. I'm on the list, but I ain't coming.
So is your wrestling school, or is it, what's the ages for it?
Ages is 17 and up. Maybe if you're 16 and your parents are you're really into it, maybe I'd let a 16-year-old do it. But basically 17 years old and up.
How long is it?
It goes for 4 months. By 4 months, you should be able to do a match. At that point, I'll get you booked on 3 other shows, 3 other wrestling shows. And then if you want to continue doing it, you can continue training with us. Also, you'll be on the street team, the promotion team for Main Event Pro Wrestling. Once you get good enough, once I deem that you're worthy of being on Main Event Pro Wrestling, I'll put you on the Main Event Pro Wrestling show.
I just want to be the leg puller.
You'll be the leg puller, pull the referee out on the 1, 2, 3.
That's all I want to do, you know.
Okay.
All that other stuff, you know, accidents happen. I ain't got time for it.
Just slap somebody. Let's see if they're happy to roll the slap.
You know, like Fox, you know how you do Fox?
You know, do you think you need to go back to school to freshen up some of your skills?
You know,
need to go to
I was thinking about what this young punk was talking about. I'm thinking about showing up and showing
You
out.
need to come to training. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Oh, he said training.
They get better training. You see, he said, "But I'm the best. I'm the best." So
Good.
I'm great.
Good. We're gonna see if you're the best on September 1st.
September the 1st.
Let's see if you're the best.
Jackson Fox. Second to me.
Why do you keep saying your name? I know your name. Do you know your name?
I know my name. You know your name. I'm just seeing if you know your name.
I know my
What's
name.
his
Just make sure you
His
know.
name is Harriet Tubman.
You hear this? This sucker keep talking about me. I'm gonna be in that place. Tacos and margarita match. Jackson Fox. Second to me. It's gonna happen.
So,
You're going to be on it.
so Byron, is there anything else you want to say? Is there any more information you'd like to share with us, the results and the fans?
Good? Good. There you go.
Get your hands off
I
me.
was trying to help you out, man.
Hands off me.
Oh, no. Just, follow us up. Go to maineventprowrestling.com. You can find our schedule, where we're going to be. You can look us up on Facebook, Main Event Pro Wrestling, on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, Big Daddy Yum _Yum. I'm also on Facebook under Big Daddy Yum Yum. You can get on my personal page, which my real name is Byron Wilcott. Are you popping your, man, cover that taco meat up.
Money beans is
All
punk.
right, my bad. Follow me on my fan page at Big Daddy Yum Yum, or you can add me on my personal page, Byron Wilcott, BYRONWILCOTT.
Ooh, that friend request.
You can catch Jackson at JACKSONFOXX, aka the champ, aka the destroyer, aka Cottonmouth. Catch me.
Really?
You know he lose in the end. You know Luke Cage beat him in the end.
Is that like
How about
a
he
snack?
died?
No, that's
If
not
y'all
a
ain't
snack.
watched this.
Spoiler alert, he
You
died.
don't never die, young woman.
Cottonmouth is not the hero. Luke Cage is the hero.
You heard what I said, the champ. That makes me whatever I want to be.
All right, champ, my bad.
All right, well, it's been fun. It's been a pleasure for having you on. So for the people who don't know, we have wrestling in Shreveport, and it's been so amazing for him to come out and talk with us with the Social Goats, Goats Talk Radio, and unfortunately, Jackson Fox.
Jackson Fox.
That's where we at. Y'all come see us. Social Goats.
All right.
Where that belt at, champ? Where that belt at?
Shake your hand.
All right.
The champ, I don't shake nobody's hands. Sucker.
Salty.
Shake nobody's hand.
That's all right.
You're supposed to be here to have my back.
What you mean?
She got here late. She said I had to convince her to do it.
No, you didn't.
You right.
I was giving you a hard time.
Oh, you're giving me. I wasn't trying hard enough. I got you.
I'm giving you a hard time.
I got you.
Hey man, how you feel after it's in your ring?
Dude. That was the coolest shit ever.
Marlon Moore, the superstar, man. How you feel about being in the ring, man?
Man, I feel good, man. I want to challenge Brock Lesnar, man.
Ooh, Lord. Then with the eye, now with the eye, what's your in-ring name? I mean, what you think about this so far? You haven't been here, but what you think about it?
Let me think. Lady Long Leg Bandit.
TP, so how you feel after this in-ring competition?
Oh, you don't want none. You don't want none.